You guys can see I marked out where the plate's gonna go. That's a plate right there. I'm gonna cut this out with this tool and go from there. So now we got our hole open here. See our valve body. Hoping I can get my press tool in here, clean this up enough and press these. This is some solder here. We'll see what we can do. Got all the pipes trimmed up, cleaned. I heated them, wiped the solder off, and then got them nice and clean. So we'll get that valve in there. See the other valve from the other bathroom on the other side. Alright, we've got the new one soldered in there. Not my prettiest solder joints ever, but in the wall, through a hole. That bottom run isn't me. That was already on the pipe. So I had mentioned that I was gonna use my press tool and press in the new valve, but actually, space-wise and with the valve difference in sizes, I was able to solder in the new Delta tub shower valve without having to use really any fittings other than the 90, a street 90 on one side and a street 90 and a coupling on the other. Everything else went right together. So I just ended up soldering a new valve in instead. As you can see here, we're working on putting the faceplate on. That's the remodel plate that we're putting on this Delta valve before we put all the trim in. And then it went together and see what we're doing. The reason we have to use the remodel plate is because this tub shower is right up against the chimney, so behind it there's no space to get to it. Normally we try to cut the drywall behind the shower and replace the valve from the back, that way you're not damaging the fiberglass in the front. But in this case, the two bathtubs are kind of back to back with a chimney in between. There's a bunch of space in there, but you can't get into it, so that's why I had to use the remodel plate here on the front. This isn't a common thing. You know, I probably only ever have to do this once every couple of years, and then we can get to it from the back. show you the final product at the end. The shower valve was set kind of deep in the wall, so it was close, but we were able to get it just enough. Video here. In this portion, I'm working on putting the temperature control handle together. Again, I said, or I mentioned later in the video, this is a Delta 1700 series. They make a 1300 series and a 1700 series. In the 1700 series, you're on, off, and your temperature control are separate. In the 1300 series, you do it all with one lever. It's a little bit of an upgrade for this model, but I definitely prefer it because you can set your temperature and leave it and just turn the water off and on. So I really, like I said, for a little bit more money, it's a nicer valve finish. Hot and cold. So that's our valve. It's got an adjustability here. You can turn hot and cold. You can set the temperature. It's a 1700 series Delta. And then this is your on and off. Alright, I'll show you the final product at the end.